Damn it!
Lord.
I need you to...
again.
I was about to say, Kate,
What?
you did not use the tab. Oh, it's over here.
Right.
It's on an endless loop.
I need you
Doing
to
it
hang on.
again.
I was about to say,
What have I done?
I
There
don't
we go.
know.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh,
What is happening here?
oh man.
The-
Oh, boy.
I am not the one at the controls.
Listen, I know that, okay? I know it's my fault. Just
Look here,
give me a
Jeremy.
minute.
I'm not the one driving, Jeremy.
Okay.
Welcome to the first. Welcome to the first stream after 2 weeks. The first stream of those two living together. 2 minutes. 2 minutes in. Completely derailed. Having a little. It's not my fault. I know it's not your fault. Hashtag married live.
Sublime.
Okay.
Hashtag trouble in paradise? Question mark.
All right, Kate, I'm shooting this over to you.
Okay.
You're going to you make sure you highlight comments and flick to the window and everything. I'm gonna get...
Okay.
So what I was trying to say earlier, Mason, is that I actually legitimately... What was that, Kate?
I said I'm gonna try to do that, but there's probably gonna be a whole bunch of
Fighting over the mouse?
yes.
Like I said, communicate.
Okay.
Right now,
I'm going to end
Mason.
up being a therapist, aren't I? Guys, communication is key. What you need to do is leave some time to make sure that both of you are heard. Zack,
Yeah, so
I
shut
want
the
you
fuck
to-
up and listen to me, Mason, because I was trying to explain to you how this setup works right now, and you just interrupted me.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I have two mice. So right now, I'm essentially running a dual person setup on one PC.
Yep.
And we have two mice and two keyboards, so we have to coordinate who's using the controls. And the PC, and I can't just look over because the PC is in between us because I wanted to make sure all the pretty lights were on camera. So literally, we have to we're sitting next to each other and we still have to verbally communicate. Hey, give me the mouse! No, you give me the mouse.
You'll get used to it. Give it a few shows and it'll be fucking clockwork, mate.
Yep.
No, I want the bickering to stay part of it. It's funny.
well, yes, but that's giving them a peek behind the curtain. Goddammit! Why must you always do this, Zack? You have no sense of mystery.
I couldn't come up with anything but a your mom joke there, so I'm just gonna let it go.
Look, there's no jokes that you can make about my mom. My mom's great. Everyone agrees my mom's fucking awesome.
Alrighty, so what I was gonna say earlier before we even went live is like I legitimately have no idea what we're gonna watch. Like, have you been putting stuff aside?
I don't really get YouTube recommendations of the sort of thing that we watch.
Right.
So I don't tend to come across many things, and I never know what to go hunting for, specifically. I mean, I did send you one video just though, because that song has been in my head, and I've been writing that story to it. So I thought we could listen to that. Other than that, I have no idea. But those are sometimes the best shows. I sent it in the messenger.
In the messenger. Okay, Caitlin, is the thing up on the screen?
No.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't put my Facebook up on.
You don't want to put your Facebook up on the internet?
Nope.
Not so much because I care about my own privacy, but because I don't want to, be doxing my friends.
Don't want to reveal that you are best friends with Major Silver of the Sataris.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Kate, why don't you throw it up on screen?
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. It's the
Alrighty.
ringtone that everyone uses.
Yeah, I really should change it.
It's not the mid-2000s anymore. There's no customized ringtones.
Which is stupid.
Yes, I agree. It's an aspect of culture I sorely miss.
I like this already.
I knew you would.
Ships on vigor of the waves of skim and barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning, rise and reign. Far from the fjords and the ice-cold currents, brave and soar over new frontiers. Songs and sagas of a fate determined, shields and spears. Vows of favor or the thrill of plunder.
That fucking bass voice.
Yes.
Clank of hammers and the crash of thunder.
It sounds like he added computer reverb to his voice.
Yeah.
But I was joking with Lee earlier that dude, if he was real, would have to be like 8 feet tall to have a voice like naturally that deep. Like how big that warrior would actually have to be would be fucking massive.
I mean, but that's a real guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I can't be. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that's a decent point. I guess it's just because I imagine like my imagination of people is quite cartoonish. So
Got you.
I was just imagining it as a bloody effect, but clearly it's not. Obviously.
Timbers, iron and steel. Fires are rising and the bells are ringing.
This is what I've been writing that bloody dwarf story to.
Nice.
I mean, I know this is Vikings, but you know, Vikings, dwarves, they got similar.
They're simpatico, yeah. Very similar roots of culture.
The strings of destiny. I wish I could go that deep. It's not fair.
Right?
I saw a comment in the comment section that was like, I feel that bass voice more than I hear it, and I'm like, yep, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This song officially went from viral than the game it's based went more viral than the game it's based on. No other miracle sound has done over like this one. The bass voice gave me chills. We need more bass. Absolutely love original and the one with the two, but the bass voice just brings the whole song together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely does. It's funny thinking about them as like, just from a storytelling point of view, just imagine a group of Vikings that are just an a cappella band.
You just see a bunch of Vikings with axes in one hand slamming their shields like, oh, we're coming to kill your friends. Oh,
we're gonna chop off your heads.
Oh yeah, that's good too. We're gonna chop off your heads. Gold and fury and meat and horns, we run through the fray.
Steel and iron and gold and
Steel and iron and cold gore on our shields today. Oh, we go to the fray.
to Maker's halls we go.
Oh man.
To Asgard!
Yeah. We need to see if that dude has any other stuff. Lunar.
Is it the Luna?
Luna. Welcome back, Luna. Welcome to the adventure.
Yeah.
I'll be lurking. Careful with those dirty brute Vikings. Did you cheer bits, Lunar? It's a little bit funny looking on our thing on this setup. Did you cheer bits for us, you beautiful bastard? You
You
Thank
beautiful
you.
bastard.
You beautiful bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So great. He says, I
So
did.
enthusiastic about it.
Well, we appreciate the cheering squad, Lunar.
He said, I did.
Caitlin, you gotta let me know when you try to tip the mouse.
Jeremy!
Jeremy!
You said to highlight the comments, Jeremy!
There's going to be a compilation one day of just all the best moments of you two doing that.
How
I
can
hope
I
so.
be a beautiful and a bastard at the same time? Well, see, it's not your fault whether or not your parents were married.
Right, exactly.
I know, right? That's Luna low-key throwing shade at people.
Hey,
You can't be beautiful if you're a bastard.
All bastards are ugly, hideous creatures.
they changed TOS, man. Oh, be careful.
Well, yeah, but YouTube is still excluded from that, but we're just gonna fly under the radar because we're rebels.
Well, that's so punk rock. I love it.
Break the rules.
We're breaking the
Pirate
rules.
radio.
Rules, you sons
Right.
of bitches.
All right, Mason. I have no idea what this
Jordan
is.
Oh my god. You know what? We need to yeah. So you know how like they have mugs and shirts and pillows and stuff for
Yeah.
inspirational quotes from people? It
Mhm.
needs to be what rules, you sons of bitches. Jordan Peterson.
We should make that shirt.
Yes.
We should make what
Yeah.
rules, you sons of bitches.
I
I love the way he said it too. What rules, you sons of bitches? Like, yeah, bro. You tell it to him, man. I just love the way, because it's like when someone who is that proper and educated and formal refers to you as a son of a bitch,
Yes.
you know it's like, oh,
shit.
I fucked up.
Yeah. Professor is
Like if
mad.
Stephen Fry called you a son of a bitch, you know you done fucked up though.
Right.
I don't even know who that is, to be quite honest with you.
You don't know who Stephen Fry is? I'm sure you would if you actually
Okay,
saw him.
Will Stephen Fry. Look him up after. So I want you to take a quick, and actually I'm going to play some more of this guy's content for you
Hello.
because I don't know if you're familiar with him. What, Kate? Hello?
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 No, it's okay, Kate, just kill it. We'll try again tomorrow. Fucking pain in the ass. I wish you could see this guy, Mason. I really do.
Entirely different vibes.
With a fork and knife, I sit at home at night. I eat my beans with rice. All I want is
It's Reginald.
with my ice cream cone. But why do I always feel like my tin is so exposed? I always feel like somebody's watching me eat. Fucking judging me. I always feel like somebody's watching me eat. Tell me if my lunch and meat.
Oh my god. I love this dude's content. Okay. Oh
Gosh.
shit, but hang on. Stephen Fry. Who the fuck is Stephen Fry? Oh, yeah! I know who this guy is. I would expect Stephen Fry to call me a son of a bitch before Jordan Peterson. Personally.
Oh yeah, I can 100% see him saying it. I'm just saying that if he were to say it to you, you would know he means it.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
100. Yeah, he is a man that comes off as being very deliberate and sincere in his speech, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a show with Hugh Laurie?
Yes, famously so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called, but they definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was for sure they were a duo there for a while.
Also voiced all the Harry Potter audiobooks over here.
Yes. Yeah.
And is the voice of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Mason. I'm going to play something for you because this song
On my new guitar.
is very... I wish. This song is very much up your alley in terms of humor, I think. So you tell me if I hit the mark with this.
Let's see how well Zack knows my humor after months of doing this show.
When my
No
roommate
pressure.
comes into the room looking for his car keys, I don't say it yet. And when he gets me off the couch to check underneath the couch cushions, I don't say it yet. And then when he says out loud, I wonder where my car keys are, I still don't say it. I still don't say it yet. But then he asks me, do you know where my car keys are? I look at him in his face and I say,
In the
have
bone.
you checked your vitals?
Have you checked your what?
I've seen your keys, but since you're asking me, you better check out that vital. I'm not serious, I don't think it's up inside your big brown business. But a funnier thing to say to someone who's lost their shit and is stressed out visibly. When I see the best man stop.
Do you really not understand what he's saying, Mason?
No, not one bit.
He's saying, have you checked your butthole?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you checked your butthole for your car
Have
keys?
you checked your butthole? Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I keep my car keys.
Right. Seems like a perfect, like a prison wallet. Keep everything in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You keep you
Antenna.
keep your lunch in there, car keys, wallet, phone.
Where better to store an apple?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Right. Or a pear, for that matter. Forms a nice plug if you put it in the right direction.
Mm. Find it. Yeah, I find that kind of uncomfortable, but never try it with a pineapple
I don't say
No.
it yet.
or a coconut. That's not
When I
cool.
say that little green bear can't getting yelled at by his mum. Oh, I still don't say it. When I see the groom asking the vicar if they can wait just another 15 minutes, I do not say it. And when the father of the bride starts organising an ad hoc emu bob of the courtyard area, I want to, but I do not say it. It's the 11th hour with 300 congregants under God's roof. The vicar approaches the mic and suddenly all of the chatter goes mute. He says that they've misplaced the rings. Could anyone possibly know where they are? I know it's my time and all has turned as I stand and say, Vicar, have you checked your butthole? I've not seen your ring, but have you checked your ring? My ring on me butthole.
I think I'm in butthole.
You can find literally anything you've lost before. I'm gonna set that status off your
I don't know whether I find this song funnier or the fact that I find the song funnier, or the fact that I find the fact that you find it funnier.
That is an interesting little philosophical ponder to have for a quick second. What is funnier, the thing that's being laughed at, or the fact that different individuals with different personalities, with varying degrees of understanding of various topics, all converge in finding the funny thing funny? Like, here you have me. I'm probably the most suspicious of the bunch for finding this funny. I mean, if you knew my dad, you'd be like, oh yeah, of course Zack is gonna find this funny. If you knew my dad for a whole 2 seconds. And the way I was raised in 90s America in a lower middle class neighborhood. I'm gonna find this funny. Kate, on the other hand, was basically raised by her grandpa, who was like a hyper intellectual fucking Chad of a man. So it's kind of weird that she finds it funny. And then we have you, the posh British dude, who's like very prim and proper. Who is very prim and proper on his YouTube channel very much of the time.
Yeah. Okay. I have a character on the channel, yeah.
Well, I mean, because, you mentioning my grandfather, what I find to be kind of funny was the fact that even though he was as, somewhat intellectual or whatever, that he was, his humor, though, if you got him alone, like away from other people, sort of, was
Honey,
it was
you ain't
extremely
never away from
absurd.
God.
It was extremely absurd.
Yes, it was extremely absurdist, and he would have found something like this funny.
Yeah.
So, because it was kind of his, I guess you could call it guilty pleasure or mental pleasure, so to speak, because, he was like, well, this is what I do to balance out all of the smart so that,
It weighs too much. I need a little bit of silly bollocks. No one can be serious all the time.
It's like you don't understand. My psyche is crushed under the intellectual mass that is my raw processing power. I need to laugh at a fart joke.
Well, the fact that he found it to be extremely humorous, that he found things like this funny, but everyone else thought he was just so, super wise and intelligent. He's like, I know something you don't know.
Meanwhile, I just find the fact that Zack finds a song about buttholes funny. Well, yeah, of course you do.
It's not strictly that it's about buttholes. It's that the guy is telling an entire story about how in every situation in his life where he finds an opportunity to use this phrase, he tells people to look for the thing they're missing up their butthole.
Yes.
That is a humorous character trait.
Yes, but if he were saying, "Have you checked your nose?" you would find it at least 20% less funny.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would not. Yeah, that'd be because here's the thing. The risque and slightly gross nature of the
Just say you like buttholes. Just say it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm a man who likes putting well.
He can't just say it. He can't just say I like buttholes. It has to be no. I like to fuck buttholes. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that because I can't because my literal pastor is 2 doors away from me.
I love that there has to be a proviso. I love it. Yeah, I'm just happy to be like, yeah, I love buttholes. And you don't know whether or not it's true. It could be 100% true. I might actually genuinely really love buttholes. But I could just be kidding.
This is a wizard's butthole.
Oh, well, they're the best. Although witches are slightly better because they have that little hairy mole. Which always draws me in.
Yeah.
I'm losing my patience. Where is your class? I just lost my grandma. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you capable of not saying she's up my asshole? Of course. My condolences. I'm not looking for a silly joke right now. What are you looking for?
Well, that's a different ending to Red Riding Hood.
Older to...
Right. Oh my gosh. And
Where's Grandma?
I didn't really notice it before when watching this the first time, but I just love kind of, I guess you could say, the nuance of the fact that in that situation, it seemed like the person who was telling him, can you just for a minute not say that she's up my butthole? The idea that there's somebody that knows this guy well enough to just be like, can you not
Right.
do this
right
now?
It's like, dude, I don't need to hear a stupid fucking joke right now. My literal grandma just died.
I see the look on your face right now, and you need to rein it in because if you say it, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
And then he says it, and you're just like, well, now I have to make a decision. Do I actually knock this guy out, or do I just never talk to him again? You know, if it was my grandma, I would probably actually just laugh because I wasn't that close with either of my although one of my grandmas was really nice. One of my grandma, I just didn't get to know her that well. But the other grandma was not the best person in the world. I'll just say it that way.
Yeah, I basically one of my grandparents is just like, yeah, not even really family, not that close to him at all. And the other side on my dad's side, they're really nice. I love them.
Yeah. So, do you think you could tolerate another song by this guy?
Yes, what gave you the impression that I was annoyed by the first one?
Well, I was just asking it in a slightly.
I know.
Real good.
I know.
Is
I'm
it
just
the doc
banting
feel
you.
good?
It's Dr. Feel Good.
It's Dr. Feel Good. That avatar looks good, man.
man.
I would not go to see Dr. Feelgood. That would be the last doctor I would sign up to. It's like, thou doth protest too much.
Well, the art on screen, I would say, yeah, that is GTA style for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is an art style that I like.
Although his knuckles do look kind of weird right there. His knuckles kind of look like they're deformed.
Yes. Yeah.
It's from knocking people out so much.
Right? He's like, I've punched so many people's lights out that my knuckles are literally cracked and busted this way where they now look like little spikes.
He's just had implants because he wants to look like Knuckles.
Dude, actually, that would... So, have you read the Aragon series?
No. Well, I say no. I mean yes, but I've forgotten it entirely.
How dare you?
What?
I know. Honestly, mate, it's nothing. No, it's nothing. It's genuinely nothing against the series. I have a terrible, terrible memory. There are multiple series that I have read in their entirety, and I just don't remember them.
That must be nice for you getting to go back and re-experience things then.
Yeah. It is also annoying though, because it's like I know that I read the series and I know that I fucking enjoyed it, but I just don't know anything about it. And I don't have time to go back and invest that time in it, man. And it's just like, oh. Yeah, I tell you what, while we're on the subject of books and also books from the past. So I mentioned in a video that I did the other day, I mentioned that I used to read like the Alex Rider series as a teenager.
Yeah.
And I thought, I've got one of the audiobooks in my Audible. It's 4 hours long. I'm gonna see what it's like, just to look back on it from a let's see what my boring adult brain thinks of something that my teenager brain was like, awesome. Yeah, teenage boy is a spy. Makes sense. And it's so terrible. It's hilariously terrible. The author tries to make this point quite close to the beginning, right? It's just like, oh yeah, he was never close with his uncle. He didn't even like him calling his uncle. He just called him Ian Ryder. And oh my god, the amount of times the narrator says Ian Ryder is just, it's so frustrating. It's like, oh my god. Yes, we know the subject of the sentence.
Why would he say his full name?
I don't know. It makes no sense.
That other book that did that?
The Host by Stephanie Meyer, when she kept saying the name of the doctor over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
right.
why do we need to know this doctor's entire name?
Right, and it was the guy with the native sounding name.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, yes, she did do that. I remember that from when we did
Yeah.
the prose release. Yeah, there was that one character.
It was like something Cloud, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That was the show where we had the really funny
It's
bits
some
about something.
contrived native sounding name,
Right.
even though most of the time when you deal with Native American people, their names don't sound anywhere near that contrived at all. It's like, you obviously didn't do your research, for one, and two, why do we need to know this person's entire name? Every other sentence.
Like, why do you think we'll forget it?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
you could obviously familiarize it, maybe say it the full thing twice, but after that, familiarize it.
Right.
For fuck's sake, Stephanie, what is wrong with you?
I mean, and as somebody who, who has read quite a bit of like suspense thrillers and mysteries and stuff, and has written quite a few of those things, automatically my brain goes to, okay, why are you reiterating this so many times?
Right. It's like,
Is
remember
this
this,
gonna
it's
be,
important later.
like-
I promise. I swear
Right.
to you, it's important
Yeah,
later.
like,
His name
is
is
this
this for
gonna
a
be-
reason.
Yeah, is there some symbolism in here that I just really need just like hammered into my brain for later? Or
No, half the time it's just because they're like, bear this in mind later because they're going to be like a bad guy. They're going to betray this person or whatever.
Right. Well, or sometimes there's a clue in the name or whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
Ah,
yeah.
like with Darren Shan did that in the Cirque de Freak series with I guess I can't really say that because it would have been spoilers. Okay, who cares? Who's gonna be like, I don't want to spoil. So the random Darren Shan young adult novel. One of the characters in it is like this creature that's put together sort of haphazardly and has like these creatures have souls put inside them.
Yes.
And one of the creatures, the name is like Harkit, I think, and it's an anagram of one of the other characters' names.
Mm-hmm.
And when that character dies, the creature realizes that it used to be him, and it's like, okay, right, fair enough.
Which I love shit like that because it's just little details that you can latch onto, and earlier on when you're reading stuff. What?
You can still taste the yeast in the water.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I'm gonna have some alcohol.
Your water has a yeast infection.
Literally. Well, I was using it to filter my mead.
Yes.
I know that.
Oh man.
Kate, you need to go and read that book that I recently read, Kate, The Shadow of the Gods. Norse-inspired fantasy by
Shadow
John
of the
Gwynne.
Gods?
Yeah, The Shadow of the Gods. It's great.
Okay.
So Gwyn is a Viking reenactor with his family. So he's been able to write all of his knowledge of the battles into it. So like when they're getting in like the shield walls and stuff, it feels so really like, I'm there with them right now. And it's this almost post-apocalyptic world where the gods had this massive battle, sort of like Ragnarok. And it's like the people that are left over in this sort of fantasy world, like literally in the shadow of the gods. There is a mountain range that is formed from one of the gods' bodies. So when this like god died, it fell to earth and like smashed the earth. And when all the debris came back down around it, it formed like these mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a city that it is literally built inside its head. It's mint. It's so good.
That's cool.
It's so badass, man. And it's just like I've watched a few interviews with him, and he's like so passionate about like Norse mythology and like Vikings and stuff, and it totally bleeds through. And he drops you in, and I feel like there's hardly any hand holding. He drops you in, and you're just in with these people who live in this Norse world, and he doesn't feel need to stop and be like, this thing is this, and exposit you to it. You just learn it through like vicinity to the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, I loved it.
Which is what you're supposed to do anyway.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do in Garden. I did go into exposition for a few things, but I was a literal rookie, so rookie mistake.
Oh yeah, Gwyn's really successful, so he's been doing it for a long time as well. But that was my first experience of his writing, and I was like, oh, I mean, it says something that it was after that. I was so stuck on my idea for the anthology submission. And then I read Shadow of the Gods, and I was like, now I have this idea. And that what I sent you is what I wrote after being inspired by that. So
yeah.
Nice.
So it's a slightly more modern fantasy world he has?
No, his is full on like Norse inspired, yeah. So it's just all like, they're rowing and fighting trolls. Oh, there's the trolls in it seem so fucking like wild and dangerous, like actual beasts rather than just, you know, just like, I mean, even like, yeah, they just seem like beasts, and the testicles get mentioned too, which is funny.
That troll has the biggest balls I've ever seen.
It's more or less like that, yeah. It's more, you know, because it's just like the characters reacting to it.
Oh
So
my
yes,
God.
it is more or less like that.
That's
And
funny.
they have these people that are like sort of kept enslaved because they are like they're descendants of the gods, like they have like god blood in them.
Mhm.
But in that world, because the gods, like the big battle almost ended everything, they actually hate the gods, as opposed to it being like a, oh yeah, we love the gods type scenario. So all these people that have like the descendant of the gods are all kept as slaves and stuff. And I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, that makes total sense with your setup, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Oh man, that creates a really so. Now I have a bunch of questions that make me want to read the damn book.
Mhm.
you
All
definitely should. It's a fairly quick read. I mean, it was 18 hours on Audible. So that's
okay.
fairly-
That's not long at all.
That's maybe even a little shorter than mine.
Yeah, and it's the first setup in a trilogy, so it's all
Oh,
it's one of them
nice.
where it's like
Ah,
get in, get you hooked, get out again, done.
Mhm. Nice.
whereas I took the opposite route. I was like, no, this hook is huge.
Right. Yep.
I have no
Right.
idea how long Bleeding Ground is going to be. I cannot wait to find out, but I have no idea how long it's going to be.
I really do love that you're like pantsing, but it's episodic, and once it's like you can't go back and edit it later, so you have to stay consistent.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be so interesting to see you weave your way to an ending that somehow still makes sense with everything. I love it.
It's like
I
that.
love what we're seeing. It's great. It's unique. If that's another thing I love about it, it's unique. You don't see
Well,
something.
I think next week we'll be able to stream Volume 7. I think.
Nice.
Because I'm almost done recording it. Like I've got, I think, one line left to record of the actual narrative, and then I've got a few parts that I need to re-record, but like really short things. So I think that me and Lee will probably end up getting it together by this time next week. So I mean, obviously tomorrow is my day off entirely because it is my birthday. So
Right. November 17th.
Lee is currently making me chocolate.
I
Aw,
love chocolate.
that's awesome.
All right. Anyways, now that we're done with that, we're done. Back on track here. This next thing is the same guy, Tom Cardy, and the song is called "Mixed Messages." And I have not seen this one before, but it's got what tells me this song is good is that this guy has a few thousand shy of 700K followers on YouTube, subscribers, and this song has over 15 million views.
Wow.
So it's good.
It's Sunday night and you're at home all alone. Last night was great, it was our very first date, so now it's time to pull out my phone. I'm gonna say something real quick, it ain't gonna be a deep pic.
Very 90s.
Needs clarity, but baby, that don't work for me. I'm sending. I send the first text in a cute way, and then I don't reply for 7 fucking days, yeah. You text me what night am I free, and I reply yes. Full stop. I send you a little smiley face, so you send me back a little smiley face. And then I say hey, and so you write back hey, and I say hey what? And you said hey first, and I say okay. Croissant emoji. Fuck you.
Dating really do be like
You're
this.
very pretty, and then I show up at your house and I kick you down, yeah. I pay for the dog's veterinary bills, but then I punch your dad in the dick. Ha 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 ha. still just me, you, and your dad in the back of an ambulance.
The way he said that was brilliant.
Right now, the dad is sitting in the ambulance, like super wide leg spread, and like the way that the crease in his pants is drawn, it just looks like his crotch is sad.
I just love the way he said ambulance.
Oh my god, and I love how also in the ambulance there's a poster hung up that says, "How not to die. Step 1, live." And then there's a little smiley face drawn under it.
That's enough to give me an existential crisis.
Yeah.
That's broken dick, the end is thick with
Sexual tension.
I'm really sorry for punching your dad in the dick, I won't do it again. You make me shake his hands and promise, but as I do, I ball up my other fist and I punch your dad in the dick again.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I'm being mysterious.
Poor
Sending you these
Aubergine.
good mixed messages. You say, stop punching my dad's dick. I say, okay, but then I wink. So you grab both of my hands quick. Stopping my third attempt to punch your dad's dick. Oh, baby, you played this game before. Too bad, I played a little bit more. You got both my hands, so I used my head. I headbutt your dad's pants in the back of an ambulance. And between the headbutts, our eyes lock as we're holding hands. And we can't help but kiss over your dad's not once, twice, thrice, broken dick.
Broken dick?
And then I punch your dad's dick every day. Tell your dad that I'm sorry, but then punching in his dick again.
It's like, what?
How did this song go from commentary about the absurdity of modern dating rituals to I'm gonna punch your dad's dick every day for the rest of his life?
Right.
Just got mixed messages from somebody he really liked. That's one of those videos. It's where it's like, who hurt you, bro?
Right. And it's like, and why'd you take it all out on their dad?
Because he created her. It's you and your stupid balls. If it wasn't for you, she wouldn't exist. So, have you heard the song that I just sent to you in Messenger? I don't know why I said it like that in the Messenger.
Yeah, check it out the screen.
Where's the thingy, Jeremy? I
All right.
don't know what's
No,
going
no,
on.
right there. Yeah, that one.
That
right
one.
there. Okay.
Okay.
It's just like a little insight into what it's going to sound like when you two are 80 living together.
Caitlin, I need
Yeah.
to come over here and suck my balls.
You're like, okay, Jeremy.
Just let me retrieve them from the floor.
Wait, what did he say?
He lets me retrieve them from the floor. Oh, is that like how we're gonna sound when we're old?
Caitlin, I need you to get over here. My balls have gotten stuck in the vent again.
I got my pit trapped in the door.
Hang on. So I need to drain my testicles before they explode. 1 second. Because that's where pee is stored.
Right.
In the
Yep.
balls.
Yeah, he's not going to jack off, which is totally how he made it sound.
Yeah, exactly.
You can tell he's an author. Doesn't he have a way with words?
Yes.
He needs a glossary. Going to drain my testicles means going for a pee. Unlike in standard English, where draining my testicles would imply orgasm. In the case of Zachary A. Pieper, it means going for a pee, which in colloquial terms is urination.
Oh, I missed what was funny.
Well, it's your own fault, Jeremy.
As you can see, as a casual observer,
Hey.
Zack is prone to talking to himself whilst he urinates.
Your bladder's the size of a peanut. What?
My bladder is the size of a peanut.
Spans
In
so
common
much more
English,
verse.
this would mean my testicles are tiny.
What? By the way, shameless self-plug. Pick up an IYFA canceled series shirt today.
That's right.
The Rebel Great Christmas present.
Boy, no.
Yeah. We also have the put it on a shirt.
We also have the Put It On a Shirt shirt. Compliments of Mason himself.
It's good to know that some of my ideas are good.
Yeah, you know, Bleeding Ground, meh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the masterpiece of my creative existence is put it on a shirt.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
You should have what? Nah, actually, you know what? I'm just going to save that in case. I was just about to give you another idea, and I'm like, you know what? I need to start thinking like a businessman. What if I want merch at some point? I can't give away all my good ideas.
Well, I mean, you're part of Team Adventurous. I mean, at some point, we have to start sharing revenue with you.
Right.
That was the plan all along. It's a pyramid scheme. We'll pull these people in, make them like us, and then they'll feel obligated to share their revenue with us. I've unearthed your evil scheme. I'm only
Hello?
messing.
What's up? Why?
You might want to mute that because we can totally hear it.
You can totally hear it. Hold on.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Patiently. Not so patiently. I don't have that much patience. For every 10 seconds that he takes, I'm going to do something. What I'm going to do, I don't know. But we'll find out together. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Time's ticking. We'll be back after this brief intermission.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. Why'd you mute?
Because we could totally hear you.
Weird.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have taken the call. Like, yeah, I knew you could hear me. Like, obviously, the mic's right here.
No, we could also hear him.
And?
Well, you're usually so privacy-minded. I was just trying to be nice. I'll never make that mistake again.
When metal musicians try to write a happy pop song. Oh
my
boy.
gosh.
Hey,
Yeah.
Didn't someone send us content from this guy last night with the big absurd guitars? Wasn't that also this guy?
Well, if it
Yes.
was, that's quite
Yes,
a
it was.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck that person. I'm the only person that's allowed to do that.
Yeah, it was Hermit, actually. Yeah. He said, this is ridiculous.
Flowers bloom along the pier, the waves they crash so soft.
Crash that song.
I could see a beautiful girl jogging closer. She stopped to tie her shoelace. I was standing behind a large bush. She didn't see me, but I saw her.
Not creepy at all.
No.
Nothing weird here.
Oh, nothing strange at all.
Before she knew it, I hit her with the hammer, took her home and tied her up. And I ripped out her spleen, and the blood's on my carpet, and she let out a scream. I removed all her organs, she didn't really need them. And she died.
It's absurdly catchy. It's the most fucked up lyrics, and it's absurdly catchy.
I love how this dude is smiling right now. He's like, we're fucking stupid. What I love, like, it says when metal musicians try to write a happy pop song, but this actually sounds more like a pop punk song.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the sort of pop punk song that I would have written, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's right along the lines of Johnny Dean, the Sex Fiend.
Dude, I really want a re-record of that, like a high-quality re-record of that song.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
Oh, God, that song is funny. Johnny Dean, the Sex Fiend!
My bones are hairy, really, really scary. Locked up masturbating in my room.
Oh, God.
Oh.
In another life, me and you were in a band together, Mason.
That was a strange but wonderful universe.
Yes.
And we both died of overdoses.
What? Yeah, it was probably my fault, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm easily led, so you'd have been like, let's snort coke off hookers' asses, and I'd have been like, yeah, okay. As long as you think I'm cool.
Like, Mason, you gotta try this Coke. It's the best Coke I've ever had. Later that night, after we've had a massive orgy and we're 2 8 balls deep, we both have massive heart attacks. I'm fucking seizing out on the floor, and I lock eyes with you just long enough to be like, I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have listened to you.
You were always right about me, Mason. I'm a good-for-nothing degenerate.
And then I just reach out my hand, and our fingertips touch, and I'm like, I forgive you. And then we both die.
And then we both die. But then we survived!
But then Kate comes in with defibrillators. One in each hand. Charges us both at the same time. We both come back to life simultaneously.
And that's where the band broke up. But then we reunited 10 years later for an epic reunion tour.
Coming now to the Sweatbox Arena.
Oh my god.
Didn't that burn down?
Yes. That was in the mid 2000s though, so it's fine.
They rebuilt it. It's good.
Yep.
They marinated all the wood in human sweat. Now it's fireproof.
Yep.
That's how that works.
That's how that works.
Totally how it works.
Science, bitch! Behind your window screen.
Every time I get close to you, you call the cops.
But not this time.
And the cutter got so big, and I
Gonna rip down a spleen. And my blood stuck on the carpet. And she let out a scream. And
I
she
love that line.
died, and she died, and she
Like, what do you
died.
need those for?
I always get a kick out of it when a spleen gets mentioned too. I'm always like, ha, spleen. I don't have one of those. Another body part I don't have. I wonder what percentage of my body is not there. with my spleen gone and my eye gone, I wonder what percentage of my actual body that makes up. I'm interested.
You know, I used to have this joke I told my dad because he was short a nut and half a lung. I used to be like, "Damn, Dad, you're like a fucking reverse Frankenstein."
Was that because Frankenstein has nuts in his neck? Because if that's why you made that joke, that's excellent.
Well, that's not actually correct, Mason, because he has bolts in his neck.
Well, would that not mean that he also has nuts?
I mean,
Who has nuts without bolts?
I
Also-
don't know what the internal mechanics of his neck are.
Also,
I can build the
that's
monster.
that's not literally accurate.
It is not.
I don't care.
It's like the monsters version had it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
just
did-
talking about the pop
No, it's
culture
not-
zeitgeist version.
Did not.
He did.
Did okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Freddy Munster was not a golem. Technically, well, I mean, technically he was, even though he had bionic parts. I guess.
I mean, I wouldn't say he was bionic. He had hardware. A lot of humans have hardware. Does that make them bionic? Do fillings make you bionic?
He had stuff that was not biological. Like
Do fillings make you bionic?
Does the plastic bowl that my eye skin is wrapped around make me bionic?
Wait, what?
When I had my eye removed, they didn't do a full removal because that would have required detaching all the skin and stuff from the muscles. So they just
Right.
like scooped out the middle and then put like a ball in and then sewed the outside around it.
So you have a plastic ball where one of your eyes used to be.
Yes, but with the eye skin wrapped around it so that it looks flesh colored. They literally just scooped out the middle of the eye, threw that away, and then used the casing to house the ball in.
So it's white?
No, because the eye flesh is around it.
right.
The flesh that would be around the eyeball
Mhm.
is sewn around the ball.
So
Yeah.
it's the color your eye used to be?
No, because I don't have an iris.
Right.
Right, that's what so wait.
It's
But
skin.
your eyelid isn't sewn shut.
No. But it's just, I
So-
assume it's just flesh coloured. I don't know, I haven't seen it, have I?
Well,
He's like, give me a second. Let me go in here and let me pop in here and look in the mirror right quick so I can tell you.
okay,
I can tell you it's fresh meadow white. I'd say it's close to magnolia. Do you want the exact shade? I'll go and look it up on the internet. I assume it looks like an eye. You're not going to be able to see the plastic at all because the skin is around it.
but the skin that encases your eyeball is translucent because how else would you be able to see?
Fair point.
Motherfucker!
And yes, I assume it's a white ball. I'm going to text Lee.
If that was me getting the I'd have been like, give me a black ball. I want my eye to be black.
I want a black ball with the eye of Sauron as a pupil.
Oh,
Yes.
I can actually do that, to be fair. I was told at the time if I wanted a hard shell contact lens to slot over it, that they could do that, and they could basically just make it whatever color I wanted and have the iris as any design that I wanted.
Nice.
But I was like, nope, I ain't wearing shit like that just to please other people. I'm just gonna go au natural.
Well, I mean, yeah, if that's how you look at that, that's how you look at it. But for me, it would be, you know, I would personally still care about my aesthetic even if I couldn't see it.
I'm not sure you would if you felt how uncomfortable hard shell contact lenses are.
Fair.
They are not comfortable.
You should join them too. Don't want to respect my art, that's fine. But don't expect me to respect your flesh when I staple it to my walls. Take your fingers one by one. Run them up for you to drink them down. Think about how you look with the next your crown. And I got that good soaping. And I ripped off their spleens. And their blood's on my
So many spleens.
So many spleens.
I have all of the organs.
All of them.
I am the organ collector.
Oh my gosh. So great.
A Little Piece of Heaven 2.0.
But nowhere near as good. I like that song, but that's those two comparisons are worlds apart.
Oh, man. What the fuck is this?
What?
There's someone did a metal cover of a Joji song, and now I'm compelled to listen to it because I actually like this song. So
Who is
I
Joji?
guess who is Joji?
Yes.
I swore. I had sworn. Okay. So I've shown you. You know who Filthy Frank is, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So Joji is the guy that actually behind Filthy Frank. Like Filthy Frank is the character that Joji used to play. And
Mason, you just missed a golden opportunity.
Did I?
Yeah. When he was like, you know who Filthy Frank is, you could have been.
Yeah, I know.
he could have been like, what?
He could have been like, no.
Oh. Well, anyways.
That reaction would have been funny.
So this is Joji. This is one of his. Oh my god, 74 million views.
Yeah.
Well, he deserves it. The song's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I fell for your magic. I tasted your skin. And though this is tragic, at least I found the end. I witnessed your madness. You shed light on my sins.
This would be cool.
And if we share it.
What was that?
I said this would be cool as a duet.
Oh, this would be great as a duet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool so far. Also, according to Lee, it's mostly white, a bit pink, but I keep them closed most of the time anyway, so you don't see it. I am your prototypical eyes closed blind guy.
I actually think that the blind guys that like have their eyes open to fuck with people are a special kind of funny.
Yes. Yeah.
Because like
it's not something that I decided to do. It was just natural.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, I mean, I could definitely understand. Well, I can't see, so my eyes are gonna be closed. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, makes sense. So, anyways, that's Joji, and this is apparently a metal cover of another song he has that I want to listen to because I've never heard. But yeah,
get ready for the obligatory screamo, because if it's metal, it has to be screamo, even if it doesn't fit with the song.
Gosh.
Right, but we'll see.
Go ahead and bark after dark, fallen star.
Oh, they're still using Joji's voice though.
That's probably a good thing.
Right.
Something I wanted to feel.
I actually really dig this. If this was a band with that music and those vocals, I'd be like, I'd be all over that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good. This gives me like 80s metal vibes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's heavier than 80s metal.
Yeah.
So it's like modern heavy, but it's got that classic, like, good singing 80s metal vocals.
Yeah. Completely agree, actually. That's a good shout.
But it's still got kind of its own thing too, though.
What was that?
I said, but it's still got kind of its own thing too.
And I could totally see a backup singer just doing like a light scream.
Yeah, that would probably work, actually.
Hey, what I need!
Kind of like post-hardcore.
Me! Yeah, this is the yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it's really good, actually.
Maru.
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 The rhino.
Welcome back.
The rhinos do be rhinoing, Maru.
Yes.
That's what rhinos do.
Just like monkeys.
What else would a rhino do?
Right. Exactly. It's only humans that have great variations in behavior.
Yes.
Dogs, dog. Cats, cat. Fish, fish. And monkeys, monkey.
Monkeys do be monkeying.
Monkeys.
Monkeys. Yeah.
The monkeys.
The monkeys.
Don't you know about the monkeys?
Don't have to tell a monkey to monkey. Just monkeys.
They just monkey.
Because they don't
Wait.
know what else to do.
No.
Okay, this is what looks like an Eminem shit post.
I sent you another link at some point, by the way.
Okay, take it.
Take
it down. Yep.
Okay.
You can show me the shit post first.
Yes, well, I'll bring it up, and then I will.
And how are you doing, Maru?
Yes, Maru. How fare you on your mighty journey through this world?
Yes.
I love how it's suddenly a mighty journey.
Mhm. It's like,
Mighty Maru.
because existence is pain.
Existence is
Therefore,
pain.
all journeys are mighty.
So this is from the channel Donut, and the video, the thumbnail is Eminem in one of the videos he's been in, and the video is called "That's an Awfully Hot Coffee Pot."
Okay.
It's the calm before the storm right here.
What the fuck?
I forgot. That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Oh, God, I hate so much of the joke is visual right now.
She gets a I'ma stop.
This is edited hilariously, but it's
Yes.
entirely a visual joke.
I got an awful lot in my coffee pot. Smoking a hell of a lot. I'm gonna dip.
He's just
So Mason, for context, what's been done here is this is if I remember correctly, this is a video Eminem did where he did a freestyle about how much he hates Trump because whoa, he's edgy.
right.
And it was a completely a cappella, and he had like gangsters stand in the background with their fucking old Cadillacs and all that crap, and you can hear it, so you know that he's like edited it so it seems like M is like forgotten the rap, and he just has a bunch of clips of M like absently walking around. He's just cut it together so it just absolutely looks like he just cannot remember or come up with any bars.
In the pot, the coffee pot, the rock. What I do it out, so out with
Oh God, I love it.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay, before I play the song Mason just sent us, Mason, I've showed you Wizards with Guns before, right?
Yeah, I think so.
This is the skit that I found them through because as far as I know, it's like their only like super viral. Well, I wouldn't even call it super viral. It's the only thing they've had that's gone viral so far, which I don't understand because they're hilarious.
Yeah.
But
oh my God, it was just a joke.
so for context, the video is called "He Invented a New Crime: The Insane Case of Randall Conroy."
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see it.
This is 32-year-old Randall Conroy. 4.5 hours ago, he was arrested for rigging a landmine to explode inside the popular trampoline park known as Rebounders during business hours.
You guys gotta learn how to be funny.
During our examination of this footage, we will be discussing the interrogation tactics of the detectives and the various methods of psychological deflections that Randall employs throughout the interview. Now keep in mind, this is a man deranged enough to place an explosive device underneath the trampoline in hopes that a child would detonate it by bouncing on the right place at the right time.
Oh my gosh.
Here's your Diet Coke. Sorry that took so long there, Randall.
That's fine. I'm a very patient person.
This coming from the same man who, after realizing the children on the trampoline were too light to trigger the pressure-sensitive explosive, was quoted by eyewitnesses as saying, "Fine, I'll do it myself." He then proceeded to jump on the trampoline as promised, succeeding in detonating the device. How he survived? Well, we'll get to that later.
That's a fairly vital piece of information. I can see why you were holding it.
Man, talk about baiting the hook.
Yeah, you talk about tickling my balls, dude.
and
Stroke the shaft a bit, jeez.
inconsistencies that we're hoping you can help clear up for us.
I told you I was at home watching a movie. I was watching Breaking Bad.
Isn't that a show?
That's a
The
show.
movie! Breaking Bad, the movie!
Randall is partially telling the truth here. The movie El Camino continues the Breaking Bad story, following the actions of Aaron Paul's character Jesse Pinkman after
And
the series
they're
finale.
entirely
Notice
superfluous.
how confident Randall is when he's telling the truth. Now let's look at his behavior when he's caught in a lie.
I haven't ever even heard of rebounders. Don't even know what that is. I am a Sky Zone guy.
Really?
Look at me.
Really? Then why did we find a Rebounders membership card in your wallet?
This was no ordinary membership card. This was a Pro Bouncer Lifetime Member Rewards card.
Oh my
reserved
God.
only
I love that
Last
attention to detail. That's meant.
Oh, dude, I remember now. I was at a different Rebounders. My friend Billy was there. He could talk to you and back me up.
Did you notice that? His confidence was restored by utilizing only parts of the truth. His high school friend Billy Weisler was at another Rebounders around the time of the incident. However, after 10 seconds of questioning, Billy revealed Randall was not, in fact, at this other Rebounders. After 5 minutes of questioning, a child was found in the trunk of Billy's Ford Fiesta. Billy is in federal prison.
Billy is in federal prison.
Oh my gosh.
I love the delivery.
That was excellent. That was excellent.
You know for a fact that you were there, Randall.
How do you know it was me? I would never do anything like this.
This was not the first violent crime Randall had perpetrated. In 2017, Randall donned a full suit of knight's armor and attempted to rob a water park. When he tried to flee authorities down a water slide, he was found nearly drowned at the bottom.
He tried to escape down the water slide in a full knight's armor. That's amazing. That is an amazing visual. With the police standing at the top of the slide, considering whether to jump down after him. He's stuck in the middle in the knights of armor. Oh, that's
Gosh.
a fantastic visual. I am so grateful.
Nothing like Alaska.
Oh my God, that was one time.
In 2018, Randall attempted to sink a Disney cruise with a cannon that he mounted on a small dinghy. He was unsuccessful and quoted as saying, "The dang thing wouldn't light. It was too friggin' wet." He almost escaped, but was tasered thoroughly due to the conductive nature of his costume. He was wearing a suit of armor.
Again.
Give me something, okay? This is serious. Those kids could have died. What was that?
Maru.
Is that funny to you?
What did Baru say?
He says, just finished my mighty battle with a over 15-year-old industrial laser. Tried to clean out dirt, metal dust, leaves, steel parts, and other shit, while my boss was a prick who's bitching that it takes one man several days to clean out a old big-ass laser that hasn't been cleaned inside in 10 years.
I mean, yeah, if it's giant and it hasn't been cleaned in 10 years, I mean, I don't know exactly the industrial application, but there could be a lot of crap gummed up in there.
Mm-hmm.
When I say slap your boss in the face with the fish.
Right. Also, like, what do you do?
A mackerel, so he really gets the point.
Right. And what do you do?
When you want to use a swordfish for that?
This is why I always need Mason on the adventure.
Yeah, there was a tense few seconds there waiting to see how you would react to that. Because it was either going to be, "Oh, well done, you very clever boy," or it was going to be that you genuinely enjoyed it. So it was a tense like, dum, 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 dum. What's he going to? Oh, he laughed. Great.
Well, again, the issue of sight. I was like pointing at the camera and smiling at you, but you know.
I love that you forget that I'm blind.
Well, I also do it partially for the audience too. You got.
Okay. Okay. Here was me thinking, all my best friends have always treated me like they forget that I'm blind. And I was just thinking that you were sliding into best friend territory, and you had to go and say that you were doing it for the audience. Now guess what, Zach?
What?
You're not going to be in my top 8 spot on MySpace.
No!
Let's play. What year was Zack and Mason born?
That reminds me of this one time I read this post. I can't remember if it was, I think it was Facebook. But this girl had a dad who, like, actually treated his Facebook like he could only have, like, he had friend slots. And I'm just going to use Facebook. And his Facebook was like an elite country club. So he had his friends, right? They had to, like, do him favors or, like, be in his good graces to be on his friends list on Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
And he actually had his friends competing kind of like in a joking way for who could be on his friends list.
Oh my gosh.
That's brilliant. I'm sorry, Jenny, but this week you just didn't cut it. Gives her a rose.
Brought to
blocks
bed.
her on
Ben
Facebook.
brought me donuts at work in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done this week, Jenny? What the fuck have you done?
Rose emoji. No, you're blocked.
Oh no, Jeremy!
It's working. My plan to kill him with humor. Slowly but surely, one day I will say it just at the right time, just as he's taking a mouthful of the right thing that he will breathe in and choke upon.
I almost bought that. I almost thought for a second that Mason genuinely wanted me dead. Oh my god.
Randall realizes he slipped up here. Watch closely at the next technique he employs.
This is like that Netflix thing with the who drew the dick.
Take care of that. Who are you, sir?
Tacoma Power.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Wait 1 second. Okay.
Okay. Brief hold while Keiko takes care of, job things.
Job things, yes.
Sorry, Mason, I missed that last thing. What was that?
I said that this video is kind of like the whole Netflix, like, who drew the dicks thing. Have you not seen that?
No, I don't think I have.
It's called American Vandal, and it's the whole thing is it's one of those documentaries, right? Like the whole like I'm trying to think of a different phrase for it because I know it as murder porn because of South Park. Like true crime sort of documentaries.
Okay, yeah.
It's like that, but the whole concept is that there was this school that was vandalized with this guy that drew 6 dicks around campus. So the whole documentary is based around like who drew the dicks with like a full timeline of like this person was at this place at this time and this person, and they're getting like eyewitness statements and like talking head segments and all that sort of thing.
So they made a serious crime documentary about an act of childish vandalism.
It's a satirically, yes.
Oh, okay. So that's what I was. So it is a mockumentary.
Yes, it's a mockumentary. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That actually is a pretty fucking funny premise.
It's really good. It's actually genuinely funny.
Who drew the dicks?
Yeah, and that gets said so many times, but obviously as they're going through, like the person that's trying to uncover the truth is getting slowly more and more like invested in it and stuff. Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Shields and spears, and that song has been in my head for days.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't help that I keep listening to it, but
well, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I've had songs like that live in my, especially after that last breakup. There were a few songs where I literally would listen to them like over a dozen times a day for like a few days on end at least.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at that. Just kicked in the memory of me as like a 12-year-old after my first little like crush breakup, and where I just went through this phase of listening to Aerosmith loads.
Oh God.
I was crying when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you. Your love is sweet misery.
So apparently, Maru does laser cutting of industrial application for metal.
Well,
You still use fucking MySpace. We make RV parts out of Fort.
well, you just went up in my estimations because I love industrial men. They are the
Giggity.
backbone of society.
Oh yeah, the backbone. The bone in the back.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, kind of sometimes.
No, it's just a slight bias of mine. Coming from a post-industrial town, I respect industrial working men. Hence why the Bleeding Ground has the setting it has.
Well, you got to remember who my dad was, bro. Like, my dad spent his entire life doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I always forget that.
And
which is no offense to you, it's just my terrible Civ memory.
And you also got to remember that I've spent a good chunk of my life working in various not industry but fields adjacent to it, like automotive maintenance, utility locating, utility servicing.
Yes, I remember that. It's the one reason I respect you.
Oh yeah, not my creative genius, not my genuine empathy and kindness. You respect me because I've worked a few 9 to 5.
Because you're a blue collar dude.
Because I'm somewhat blue collar, like kind of, sort of.
Yeah, like eggshell blue collar. Not that sweet navy blue with the grizzled 40-year-old men that have like vibrating hands because they.
This shit I put up with.
I could say the same thing, but it would be about myself. I have to live in this head 24/7. How do you think I feel? How do you think Lee feels? Come to think of
That is also how I live. Oh man. Just a couple of lunatics trapped inside our own heads, eh, mate?
Exactly. I love that you're now dating a secretary. I feel like that's very you.
A church secretary, no less.
I can just imagine her giving you a little look over her spectacles, like a disapproving but also amused look.
Yeah, I could too if Caitlin wore them.
I totally imagined it, at least for reading. To be honest, I can imagine her wearing reading glasses, even if she didn't need a prescription, just because she likes the aesthetic of it.
Nah, Kate's not the kind of person who does things purely for aesthetic. At least not with stuff like that.
What?
Wearing reading glasses purely for the aesthetic.
Oh no.
Right.
No, because why?
I don't know. I was just saying. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I think I would do it. I'd be like, yes, I like how it looks.
Like, it's like, does it, like...
All right, we all ready?
Why? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And this totally isn't because I have to do it or choose to do it. And the other day, I kind of thought to myself, why has society decided that wearing sunglasses indoors makes you a douche? You're allowed to do whatever you want aesthetically. You're allowed to have your hair however you want. You're allowed to wear whatever you want. No one gives a shit. You wear sunglasses indoors, you're a massive douchebag, and everyone's going to laugh at you. Why is it this one thing that people can choose to do if they want because they like how it makes them look? And it's the one thing everyone's decided, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, because I really don't think it makes a person look like a douche. Because honestly, I think of things like, okay, well, is this person doing this because they have a huge migraine? Is this person doing this because they've got a hangover?
Are they just photosensitive in general?
Right, exactly. I mean, because I've been in both situations, you know.
Or even if they just want to be honest.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I do see there's a lot of funny cultural things like that, and a lot of them can be traced to like pop culture things. A lot of the time, I don't know if that one specifically can be. And
yeah, I can see how it would be. So yeah,
I need to clean that out. Oh Jesus Christ! The water pitcher.
The spleen's in the water.
Right, the spleen's in the water. I do not recognize the spleens in the water. Officer, I don't know how those spleens got there.
I think those spleens put themselves there. Is there anything that makes sense?
We have video footage of you cutting out these spleens. What are you talking about?
That's not me.
I did not go to high school with these spleens back in 1976.
That's not me. That's my evil twin, Kaj.
Your birth records do not show that you have a twin. Yeah, he didn't get recorded because they thought he was stillborn.
He was just very silent. That was the first sign that he was a psychopath. Yeah. When he just gave my mother a tits now look.
Feed me, woman. I need nourishment to grow big and strong so that I can murder you when I'm 15.
I am your spawn. Now feed me. It's just like cute little baby. They're all standing over it. That's like, it's a boy. Like she takes it. It looks at her, and then just Liam Neeson's voice goes, "Feed me now."
He says, "Look at the bright side, Mason. You can do it. Take
I
them
can't.
off. Suddenly, you aren't the douche in the room."
Yes, but then I'm also the one with obvious eyes in the room. Listen, the sunglasses are magical. They're magical. They literally make people treat me as if I'm blind, which is good. Because it means they leave me alone more and they get out of my way, which is helpful. Yeah. It's like a magic person deterrent. It's amazing. It was great during social distancing. Oh yes. That kept people away. Looking 54 long inch stick that I could just use to just like, and you're not getting any closer to me because I have a barrier that sweeps left and right.
Yes.
And it has a big ass ball on the end. And if you get close to me, I'm going to hit you in the ankles and then pretend that I just didn't know you were there. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that your foot? I promise that was completely and totally by mistake.
You sound so sincere.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how sincere I sound when I say it to them.
Yep.
And then I walk away and I shoulder barge them, and they think it's because I can't see them, but really it's because I just wanted to check them. Bitch, get out my way.
Are we done talking about how blind people are actually assholes? And can we continue the video, or do you want to keep incriminating yourself?
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not reflect all blind people. Okay, now we can continue.
To hide his emotions.
No, that is not funny to me at all.
Child endangerment isn't something you laugh about, is it?
No, I would
It
never
depends
think
what situation.
it's funny. It is not hilarious at all.
Lower your hands, Randall.
His whole facade is falling apart, just like a house of cards. Or like the show, House of Cards. Now the detective knows to apply pressure.
No, it's just the pressure. If someone tells you you aren't allowed to laugh, the first thing you want to do is laugh.
Yes.
Right.
What if I
psychology?
my mother this evening. She told us everything about the rebounders.
My mom?
Mm-hmm.
What? She's lying!
The police had in fact not spoken with his mother. This is a common tactic used by interrogators, feigning the possession of damning evidence in order to draw out a confession.
She's lying!
Nope.
Randall's mother had been deceased for over 4 years.
She's lying! 6 feet underground!
Look, Randall, we almost had you at the bridge, and we got you now.
On the night in question, after fleeing the scene, the suspect hijacked a magnetic junkyard crane and proceeded down the highway, initiating the slowest police chase in Brevard County history. He leaned off a bridge into the St. Johns River, where he swam away. When authorities investigated the crash, the only evidence found was a medieval great helm stuck to the crane's magnet. The suspect had been wearing a suit of armor.
So you might as well just tell the truth, okay?
Well, you have no evidence. You have no proof it was me.
Bring it in.
Ah, we have the proof. Here's you saying it was me.
What is that? Okay.
Look familiar, Randall?
No. I have no idea whose 13th century Germanic great helm that is. I don't know.
Randall's family home embedded with landmine shrapnel. Presumably,
That was brilliant. I love how they did that. That was excellent. I have no idea whose 13th century Germanic helmet that is.
Look at it. It's too small. This wouldn't fit on my head.
Why don't you try it on then?
I can't.
Why?
I'm too tired.
He was not
I'm too tired.
Oh. Put it on, Randall.
Fine.
God.
It's a perfect fit.
I know.
I know.
No.
Left is to present the evidence at trial and let the jury decide.
All right, Randall. We're done here. Randall, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say...
I am not going to jail for this. You can't do this to me. You ever heard of the scooping around? Oh my God! It was just a joke. You guys don't want to be funny.
This interrogation footage proved to be instrumental in the prosecution's case against Mr. Conroy.
No shit.
Randall's primary defense was that his heinous actions were, quote, actually a really funny joke, and everyone just needs to be cool about it.
Oh my God.
Presenting his legal counsel, Zack the Dolge.
Oh my
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would first like to ask you the question, what is a joke?
Humor is subjective, isn't it? Where can we draw the line? Is it a joke when I say this? Is it a joke when I say this? So why do we draw the line at battering people with 13th century Germanic helms?
Why do we draw the line at using a landmine to explode a trampoline park full of children?
Don't you see the funny side in that? I know Juror 3 can. I see that little smile, Juror 3. It's okay, Juror 3. Let it out. I see your shoulders shaking. I see the corners of your mouth twitching. I know you want to laugh, Juror 3.
And then they just burst into tears. Those are tears of happiness, Your Honor.
Yep.
Those are tears of unrepentant joy.
Yep. He's laughing so hard that he's crying. Literally.
Go.
Case closed.
Conroy's crimes were a hoot and an absolute riot. Unfortunately, Randall did not enjoy his freedom for long. Just 2 weeks after his acquittal, he was caught in a police standoff while setting fire to eclairs. To an absolute beat and let everyone just needs to be cool.
To eclairs or eclairs.
A strange turn of events. The judge agreed and let him go, stating Conroy's crimes were...
So hang on, here's a transcript of the court that I want to read you, Mason. Jury trial, April 4th, 2019. Mr. Wilcox, objection, Your Honor. On the grounds the defendant continues to present evidence without demonstration of actual relevance. What does a bag of body hair have to do with the heinous actions he committed on the 24th? The court. Frankly, Mr. Wilcox, I find the defendant's actions to be a real hoot and, quite honestly, an absolute riot. Mr. Wilcox. Excuse me? Your Honor, are you claiming Mr. Conroy's actions to be humorous in nature? That seems irresponsible. The court. I'm claiming, Mr. Wilcox, that maybe you guys gotta learn how to be funny.
Oh my god.
An absolute riot. Unfortunately, Randall did not enjoy his freedom for long. Just 2 weeks after his acquittal, he was caught in a police standoff while setting fire to eclairs. He died a day later due to injuries sustained from authorities using armor-piercing rounds. He was wearing a suit of armor.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Also,
Was that the rule of 3 there? Did he do that?
The wearing a suit of armor?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think how many times he mentioned it.
The river, the water slide. There at the end. Was there another one, Caitlin?
I think obviously he mentioned that he was wearing the helmet, but in terms of the actual delivery, he was wearing a suit of armor. I think that might have been the third one.
Yeah, possibly, because there was the river, there was the water slide, there was the cruise ship.
No, so that's 4.
Yeah.
And the crane as well. So no, it
Oh,
wasn't.
the crane is the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4.
Okay. Well, my logic is fucked there. Of the 2 links that I sent you on Messenger, by the way, they're the same band, but they're like completely different songs. I recommend the first one, the second one first, because it's a better song in my opinion.
Okay, Kate, take it down.
Take it down.
Okay, this is awkward, but I absolutely have to take a piss again.
He's broken the seal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Oh,
seem-
God. Sounds like
Ow,
when he does that, he sounds like John Travolta trapped in the closet in South Park. Oh my God!
Oh my god!
I'm trapped in the closet. John Travolta's trapped in the closet, and I say, John Travolta, why'd you come out the closet? And I pull out my gun.
It's like, don't you know John Travolta's been in the closet? Like, I don't
Yes,
know.
I
His
think
entire
that's the joke
career.
of the episode. I think that's the joke
Yes.
of the episode.
It's like, I think that's the point they were trying to make. It's like, we know, John, you are gay. We get it.
And it's okay. You
Yes.
don't. It's absolutely fine. We all know
Mhm.
it's fine to just be okay with it.
Right. Yeah, just let it out, man.
At least you're not a night suit of armor wearing psychopath that tries to run away from the police down water slides.
Right. Yeah. Or, drive a magnetic crane away from the police, resulting in the slowest police escape in history.
Oh, I thought maybe that you had pulled up the other song.
No.
Okay.
No, we were
It's
talking about
called
Doctor
1949.
So you suggested the second one you sent first?
Yes, it's the better song in my opinion.
Mallory.
Got actual like substance to it.
Put it back up, Caitlin.
Okie dokie.
Raise it up, girl.
1949 I found you. Since then, never have there been two hearts I cannot, will not break their hold. I saw your eyes and darkness faded. Not a second longer could I have waited for a kiss from lips that pierced my soul. 60 years gone by.
Wow, this is a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Still you are mine. So sing yourself to sleep tonight and let your demons go. 'Cause every word you spoke to me has saved me for so long. And every move and every kiss, I've kept this on my tongue. 'Cause you're as beautiful to me as when you were young.
Goosebumps everywhere.
Yep. All over.
Yep.
So here we are, standing side by side for all this time. And well, I could never comprehend a life without you. Then all of a sudden, demons come and hurt your heart. I promise this, together we will win. I understand it's soon our time.
Oh, your hands are freezing.
There's no goodbye. 60 years gone by. And still you are mine. So sing yourself to sleep tonight and let your demons go. 'Cause every word you spoke to me has saved me for so long.
I wonder if he wrote this about his grandparents or something.
Yeah, it's a very real possibility.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very curious what the song behind this is, or
Yeah.
the story behind this is.
It's not often that a song gives me like just wave after wave of goosebumps, though.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So sing yourself to sleep tonight and let your demons go. 'Cause every word you spoke to me has saved me for so long. And every move and every kiss, I've kept this on my tongue. 'Cause you're as beautiful to me as when you were young. Yeah, you're as beautiful to me as when you were young. Yeah, you're as beautiful to me as when you were young.
It must be about his grandparents, because I don't think you can even listen to that song and not think of your grandparents.
Yeah.
I think it's
You know what he should
impossible.
do? When he's, you know what he should do is when he's like 60, 70, he should do a cover of that song so he can sing it in his old man voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, I did this song twice because it needed to be done twice.
Yes.
It sort of hits home for me as well, because like my grandparents are like my dad's side, they're still together and they've been together for I think over 50 years now.
Man. Oh, that makes me think of okay, so you know the song 500 Miles.
Yeah.
I would walk. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone did a cover of it, but they did it slower. Hold on.
So like
Interesting.
the song with like in a melancholy, sad flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I can totally see that
so
song as a
great
melancholy,
because
sad
I
flavor.
want
Yeah.
to do because that song made me think of the animatic that I want to make for it. Yeah. Hold on. I'll post.
Don't post it. Just tell me what to type in.
Oh, okay. It's I'm gonna be 500 miles sleeping at last.
She's got 5 lives and she's got to sing, and she's thrown them all away, and she doesn't know how to feel. Her decision is now made by me. So I write you a love song and lie through my teeth. The choices you made, they don't sit well with me. Hello, yes, I'm looking for her out there. Why hasn't anybody seen her? And is there any kind of way to find her? Hello, I'm looking for her out there. Hasn't anybody seen her? And is there any kind of way to find her? And this all
I think this song is actually better knowing that they did the other one. Because if I heard this one, I'd be like, I'd kind of think it was a bit generic. But knowing like that they've got the talent to do the other song sort of makes this one better for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It well, it's kind of like if you read my novel and then you came on my stream and watched me acting like a jackass. It's like you could appreciate. It's like, oh, this is someone with a lot of depth and dimension.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just a poetic intellectual, and he's not just a laughing jackass who makes a bunch of potty humor. He's a depth, an individual with depth. It's that aspect of it.
It's like an ogre. He's got layers.
He's got layers like an onion or an ogre.
Yep.
Is there anybody out there? This is how teenage me wished he could sing.
You know what? The problem with this, well, not the problem. The thing about this is, like, exactly what you said. It's like, if you just heard this, be like, yeah, this is fine. But there's so many people that do this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not that unique. It's
not.
Yeah.
It's forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame because that other one is so good.
Mm-hmm.
That other one just hits you right in the feels. You've got goosebumps everywhere, and then this one's just like, yeah, it's kind of catchy while I'm listening to it, but I'll forget it in like T-minus 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, and in a way, that's a shame because the fact that because these guys have genuine talent. And they deserve to be recognized for their genuine talent. But because there's so many people who have been influenced by the culture in such a way that this is the kind of music they end up using their talent to make, the market is oversaturated and they just blend into the haze.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, and it's like, well, it's sad, but it's also your fault for not trying to be different in some way.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, the rock market at the minute is in a sad place. Like, I very rarely get like a good rock song in my Spotify release radar these days. One where I'm like, yeah, man, the guitar in that, and just has like the whole vibe. Like, I just feel like it's just veered off in a direction that I'm just like, I mean, like, like when I hear bands come up now that like were, like heavy bands when we were teenagers, and they're now using like fucking auto-tune and vocoder and stuff, and I'm just like, why are you doing that? Stop it.
Yeah.
Right.
I know it makes me sound really old, but
not really.
No.
I don't think it makes you sound old at all. It makes you sound like you give a fuck about the art you consume. Caitlin does eventually have to get back to work, so we're gonna play this song that she was talking about, and then we're probably gonna wrap up.
All right, no worries. It's been fun anyway.
Caitlin, which one is it?
Yeah, I the second one.
The second one.
Yeah. Oh no, the piano.
Yeah.
Oh no, piano with the delayed chords. That's even worse.
Right.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
Genius.
Come home, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles, to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass along every cent of it to you. And when I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And if I grow, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles, to fall down at your door. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles, to fall down at your door.
I genuinely had nothing to say during that because I was just captivated.
Yeah.
Right. Kate actually cried.
Yes.
No, it's.
When I wake up, well, I hope I'm gonna be the man who's waking up to you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time I had with you.
Yeah. Turning this into a dirge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've just taken a novelty song and just turned it on its head. That was genius.
Yeah.
They're just taking a song that nobody takes seriously, like, and they present you with these lyrics that you're like, oh shit, this dude wrote like a really meaningful song, and then presented it in a manner that just completely stripped it of all its meaning, and this guy's just giving it back to the side.
Right.
I'm sort of gobsmacked.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, which I should have known anyway, because the first time I heard it like this, I was just like,
well, see, I
bawled like a baby. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm going to make an animatic where I do like a progression, but start out with the song like it was originally, and then progress the music where it's like slower and slower until it's this, like when they're old.
And that's not a bad idea. But to go back to what Mason said, I disagree with the characterization that the original presentation stripped it of its meaning, because really what the genius of this song, the cover of this, is that he's taken it and he's made it a night and day. So the original song is a happy, lively celebration of what they have. It's not that it has no meaning. It's that it's a very happy-go-lucky, lighthearted song celebrating what he currently has and the life he's currently living. And this song is a tragic
It's mourning for the future. No, I would say mourning for the future. Like that acceptance of knowing, like, I have this person now, and one day we're both going to be dead.
Yeah, you could look at it that way too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is a tragically sad way to look at it, but it was what I thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as valid as an interpretation for sure. I didn't immediately see when I associate pain with loss, and I generally try to keep myself out of borrowing sorrow from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even though I do it substantially. I've literally been clinically diagnosed with anxiety since I was a kid. So
it reminds me of that Wonderwall cover. I can't remember about who the dude is. It's Ryan something or other.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I know.
We'll check next week.
Yeah, I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
Dope. All right, Caitlin, can you put it just where it's just us on screen?
I can.
Get your ass back to work.
Right.
Before we go, Mason, I wanted to hit you with a proposal, because now Caitlin does have this job on the.
Well, I'm taken, Zach. So keep going.
Would you be fine with moving just this stream to Saturdays so that we can accommodate Kate having a day job?
No, absolutely not. What a ridiculously rude question that is. Yeah, of course. No problem. Well, imagine what a dickhead I'd be. No, I'm not okay with that. We will keep it on Wednesdays, regardless of whether it interrupts Kate's work or not. I don't care. She should be carving out her time for me.
Yeah.
We could also do it Friday. Kate doesn't have work Friday either.
No, Saturday is good. Saturday is
okay.
All good.
Alrighty.
All good, mate. So good.
Then we're moving the whole thing to Saturday. The whole shooting match.
Yeah.
Well, that's
alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Mason?
I said, well, that's a good one then, innit?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I want to hear you say that like that. Well, that's a good one then, innit?
That's a good one then, innit?
Well, that's a good one then, innit?
It's slightly less Irish than you're Scottish. Well, that's a good one then, innit?
Well, are you saying that's a British thing? Like,
that's a good one then, innit?
Right.
So,
Mason, why are you quiet now?
He's chuckling.
I was just enjoying listening to you two attempting it. I was giggling to myself.
It's really
fucking British.
It's like, okay now. It's
Bunch
really
of
funny.
proper tossers.
I'm sorry that I can't do it very well.
It sounds like she's been put through a voice changer.
Yes.
Like British accent.
Oh my goodness. No, because see this right here. This, my brother.
That
Aaron.
no was really good.
Yeah, but no. Yeah.
No.
No.
That's it. That's the one.
So this right here, okay. My brother Aaron had a boss whose wife's name was Karen. And we all knew her name because she was like, "Hi, my name is Karen." And she always talked like this. And she always had a huge smile on her face the entire time. So it was like her accent was completely dictated by the fact that she was smiling so big.
You sound a bit like, you sound a bit like Sharon Osbourne.
Oh my god, I do!
It's a cracking impression of Sharon Osbourne.
Oh my god! So you see now, I can totally hear it.
It's a yes from me.
That's a yes from me, Simon. Oh my god! This is great. I totally didn't know I even had this.
You get fired. Accused of being racist because she.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were saying that because she.
To criticize somebody.
Yeah.
Fine. You're entitled to do that. But
That is a spot on Sharon Osbourne impression.
It's fucking sick, isn't it?
So great. Yeah. I didn't even know I had it. Okay. So yeah. Apparently she lives in my head now. All right then.
You just discovered that you can do a spot on Sharon Osbourne. That's amazing.
Great.
That is literally a 1-to-1 comparison.
That's so amazing.
If you had the little cartoon of Sharon Osbourne there to like help with the visual, it would just clinch it.
Oh, I'm totally gonna have to make that happen now.
We're gonna have to get a Sharon Osbourne every time for the stream. Anytime you do that voice,
Yes. Oh, you know what? We could do a channel point redeem for me to.
It's a yes from me.
It's a yes from me, Simon. Oh yes. You know. I really didn't like working with Howie because he was a germaphobe. He was so afraid that I was going to give him cooties.
I'm going to go find chemical nutrients now.
Okay, well, we're wrapping up now anyway. So, goodbye to you all, and thank you for joining us on this adventure.
Correct.
Welcome to the adventure.
Thanks for being here, everyone.
So great.
We are Team Adventurous. All the links to support us, if you're on YouTube, in the links below. If you're on Twitch,
And of course, don't forget to buy Black Sabbath's new album.
Yes. So great. Oh my
okay,
God.
bye.